With the troubled economy, a number of companies around the nation are finding ways to cut costs without eliminating jobs. But as CBS News correspondent Bianca Solorzano reports, it is still plenty painful.
I wanted to cry. I was actually scared.
Last December, Laura Jaquinto got some good and bad news about her job. She still had one, but at a 40% pay cut.
I was making way over six figures, and so now I'm below six-figure income.
Now, at 54, Laura, a fabric designer, works in her company's marketing department.
The companies are trying all sorts of new things to not actually cut heads this time.
It's a trend catching on with employers in different industries around the country. Federal Express, Scripps Media, Hewlett-Packard, Ford, and General Motors are just a few who have recently announced they'll slash employees' pay. Pilots at most major airlines are feeling the pay pinch too. Even Captain Sully Sullenberger told lawmakers on Capitol Hill this week that he has taken a 40% pay cut over the past few years and fears that the trend towards cutting pay could have dire consequences.
I am worried that the airline piloting profession will not be able to continue to attract the best and the brightest.
Save money.
Another job-saving technique, mandatory furloughs. California has already implemented a system requiring state employees to take temporary leaves of absence, and school teachers, manufacturers, and local government agencies in nearly every state are facing unpaid leave. Even the post office is considering cutbacks, asking Congress to approve a reduction in service from 6 to 5 days in an effort to save money and jobs.
I think that there's so much enlightenment right now around the fact that layoffs are a quick and easy fix, but often long-term really detrimental to a company.
And for Laura Jaquinto, losing a large chunk of her paycheck is a small price to pay to avoid the unemployment line.
I'm grateful that I do have the job to take care of the bills.
Bianca Solorzano, CBS News, New York.
And we are joined by Donna Rosado, a senior writer from Money Magazine. Wow, I think as we looked in this story, you're so thankful to just have the job. Do you have wiggle room? Can you negotiate? Is there any, should you just say, yes, thank you very much and take the pay cut?
Well, if you're taking a pay cut, you have to, be careful because, this is obviously a difficult time for your company. Mm-hmm. And I wouldn't say that you could really negotiate, but one of the things that you might think about doing is talking to your employer and saying, okay, I'm taking a pay cut. Is there something I can do to make this work for me as well? Mm-hmm. If I'm taking a pay cut, maybe can I work a few less hours so that I could maybe work part-time or pick up something on the side?
Right.
So I would be careful. We should always be glad to have jobs these days, of course, but if you're going to take a cut in pay, see if you can negotiate a corresponding cut in hours that may give you some time to allow to pick up some side work.
Right. So you need to have a strategy, and especially if you see the writing on the wall, kind of come up with a game plan in order to sort of approach this with, right?
That's right. It can be helpful. A lot of people know when their company is in trouble. You may go to your company and suggest saying, I know things are bad, and you may think that they're going to cut your pay, or maybe they think about laying you off. If you offer to take a pay cut or a reduction in hours, one of the things you can offer to do is perhaps take some of your compensation in bonus. Mm-hmm. So that's a way for you to reduce maybe not your base salary,
right,
but the overall cost, and that could be a negotiating point as well.
This is also a time when you really should be thinking about reinventing yourself in terms of what your role is in the workplace, right?
Oh, that's true. A lot of people, we're seeing pay cuts, we're seeing a reduction in hours, we're also seeing furloughs. And so that means that you might be out of work for a week or two. Make the most of that time when you're on furlough to, as you said, reinvent yourself, update your resume, maybe take some training courses, network with people, find out what other opportunities are out there.
And make yourself indispensable to your employer.
Yes,
right?
It may feel like you're not indispensable when they're cutting your pay, but you do want, this is also an opportunity when times are tough. It's better than being laid off, and because they have fewer people, this is the time you want to take on more responsibility at work, and because there's fewer people on the job, you can make yourself more indispensable.
There you go, Donna. Thank you so much. Great to see you.